The moment my fiancée told me she had invited her ex to our wedding, I felt something inside me shatter. We were sitting at the kitchen table, going over the guest list one last time, when she casually dropped the bombshell. "I invited Ethan," she said, like it was nothing. When I asked who Ethan was, she gave me that nervous smile I knew too well and said, "My ex. But if you really love me, you'll understand." At first, I thought I had misheard her. I kept waiting for her to laugh or say it was a joke, but she didn't. Instead, she looked me straight in the eye, like she was challenging me to disagree. My mind went blank. I couldn't process why she thought it was acceptable to bring someone from her past, someone she used to love, to a day that was supposed to be about us. I asked her why. She sighed and said, "Because he's been a part of my life for so long, and it feels wrong to leave him out. He's moved on, I've moved on. We're just friends now." The way she said it made it sound like I was the unreasonable one for even questioning her. But my chest tightened. I imagined standing at the altar, saying my vows, while her ex sat in the crowd watching. How could I declare my love in front of someone she used to dream of marrying? It didn't feel right, and deep down, I knew it would poison everything. I told her I wasn't comfortable with it. Her reaction shocked me. Instead of listening, she got angry. She accused me of being insecure, of not trusting her. "If you really loved me, you wouldn't care," she snapped. Those words cut deep, because love and trust weren't the issue, it was respect. And in that moment, I felt she had none for me. The days that followed were tense. She acted distant, cold, like I was the one ruining things. I tried to explain that it wasn't about jealousy, but about boundaries. "Marriage is about us," I told her. "Not about holding on to the past." But she refused to see it that way. One night, I stayed awake thinking about everything. If she couldn't even consider my feelings before the wedding, what would marriage look like? Would I always be forced to swallow my discomfort just to prove my love? That wasn't a future I wanted. So I made a decision. The next morning, I sat her down. I told her plainly, "If Ethan comes, I won't. It's him or me." She stared at me for a long time, and for a brief second, I thought she would choose us. But instead, she said quietly, "I can't uninvite him." It felt like a punch to the gut. That told me everything I needed to know. She valued her ex's presence over my peace of mind. No matter how much I wanted to deny it, the truth was clear. Our relationship wasn't built on the same foundation. I walked out that day. I left the ring on the table and packed a small bag. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done, but I knew I couldn't marry someone who dismissed my feelings so easily. She tried calling me later, but I didn't answer. I needed to protect myself. In the weeks after, word spread. Friends and family asked what happened, and when I told them, most of them were stunned. Some said I was right. Others said I overreacted. But deep down, I knew I had made the right choice. Marriage requires respect, trust, and compromise. If we couldn't find that before the wedding, it would never magically appear afterward. Walking away was painful, but staying would have been worse. Looking back now, I realize her words were a test, but not the kind she thought. She wanted to see if I'd bend no matter what. Instead, I chose myself. Love should never require you to sacrifice your dignity. And so, our wedding never happened. Instead of standing at the altar, I stood firm for my own self-worth. And that, in the end, was the best decision I ever made.